I have spent the last 2 years sleeping and gaming in this room, and the worst part about it has to be the blinds. For one, I have a really hard time reaching over my desk and my monitor just to open and close it, and most importantly, it's so ugly. Like, the one in my living room is actually pretty nice. Granted, I know this one is supposed to be a blackout curtain, so I get why the material is different, but come on, it looks so cheap. And honestly, we can do better for my setup, and we will with the help of our sponsor, Beasen Home. Now, we're gonna talk about it while it's closing, but overall, look how clean this setup looks now. Now that I have these blinds installed, I really don't have to worry about a crazy amount of sunlight coming into my room whenever I game or work. Whenever I need to bring it up or down, I could just do so with this button. I'm still trying to figure out where it would be the best for me to install this, because do I want it next to the bed? Do I want it next to my desk? Or both? I could do both. And this actually was super easy to install, and I will talk about that in a little bit. But anyways, this specific model is their Smart Motorized Roller Shades 100% Blackout Vinyl. Now, if you are shopping on their website for a blackout curtain, you will see that these are actually categorized by the texture of the blind for the most part. And my first impression of these, well, they look good, especially when you're comparing it to the blinds that I had before that I have right here. Now, I do have them installed on the outside of the window frame, primarily because it's easier to install and uninstall, and since I'm renting this apartment, I had to make sure it was easy for me to do this. But in terms of functionality, there isn't a difference between the two, so just choose whatever you guys really need. We also have the motor on the right side of the blind for this model, and this is actually where the power button and the charging port lies. And yes, my model does run on battery, and there are pros and cons of this. And again, because I'm a renter, it was necessary for me to go with the battery mode, and it's just easier for me to install. Now, since I went with the battery version, installing these did not require me to worry about any wires. They actually come with a cable for charging, but I found that you could actually use any USB-C with enough power. But if you want, you can opt in for their solar charging for an additional $50. But a lot of you guys know me, I'd rather take the easy way out, and this is really easy. Now, you might be wondering, how much light can these blinds actually block out? Well, here's a recording. In the middle of the day, I turned off all the lights inside and put the blinds all the way down. You really might not be able to see that much, but to prove that it's not any camera or editing magic, watch as I pull up the blinds and light from outside slowly seeps in. Yes, it does its job really well. Now, you can add smart home features to these blinds, as you can see on their website, but personally I did opt out for this option because I wanted the bare bones. But if you have an Alexa or Google Home like me, you can set things up to be automated with your sleep schedule. I just don't have a consistent enough sleep schedule to utilize it. I guess I can open it like in bed anytime I don't want to reach for the remote. I don't mind having to pick this up and click it, seriously. Now, whenever I decide to go to sleep or want to play games, having the option to automatically open or close these blinds have been a big game changer for me. It's just so convenient. Now, the controller that comes with the blind is actually really simple. You get 5 total buttons. 1 to bring it up like this, 1 to go down, another to just stop, and 2 channel buttons. And with just this remote, you can actually set your upper and lower limits. So like how far you want the blinds to go down all the way and how far you want the blinds to go up all the way. All you have to do is press both up and stop button for the upper limit, and for the lower limit, it's the same thing. Personally, I didn't have to do anything for the lower limit because on the website, you could actually choose how much length you really want, and it fit perfectly the way it was. It's actually really nice that you could customize the dimension of this, both left and right and up and down. Now, the remote actually used 2 AAA's batteries, so if you ever find that your remote isn't working at all, just keep that in mind. And you might have noticed the speed of the blinds aren't really that fast. Like, I clicked that the camera frame is here, so just give it a second, it'll come, it's going down. Right about now. But honestly, because installation is pretty lax, I don't know how comfortable I would be for it to like constantly jerk up and down really fast. And also, this allows the motor to sound like not so loud. And speaking of installation, yes, it was really easy to do. They come with everything you really need, and all you really have to do is install these tabs onto your window frames. And for drilling purposes, I did get this power drill, and this helped with the screwing as well. But overall, the installation took less than maybe 30 minutes in total for this entire installation. And not to toot my own horn or anything, but I did it all by myself. what can I say? I'm a handyman. Currently, these blinds do start around $160, and for a 30-minute job, I think Beasen Home is offering a really good deal for these. If you're wanting to check them out yourself, I will have a link in the description for you guys below, but I do really want to know your thoughts because, I mean, I think it's cool, but you might not, so let me know in the comments.